Welcome to Midnight Linux. So we have Pika OS. I tried Pika OS like a few weeks ago and it didn't work. I think it was like 2 months ago actually. It kind of, because it is kind of new. I mean, they added this Hyprland desktop, and then when I tried it, it didn't work. But I decided to give it another shot this week, and it seems to be running well now, and it looks very nice. Um, it has a few different keybinds that are different than on the other Hyperland distros that I tried before. So the main menu is the same. It's just Windows D, like the Windows key and D, or super key and D, and that's the same. And then you just type in what you want, and then you can escape out of that by hitting escape. The other thing that's the same is super return for uh, a terminal, and then you can do super Q to quit, which is nice. And so those are the same. But then when I wanted to do the file manager, it's a super shift F, and then that's a little different because I was hitting super F and nothing. But I figured it out, and it's super shift F for files, and it's a super shift B to get your browser. And this is a Chromium browser, and it's a little bit customized by the Pika OS team. For it looks like they have set it up more for privacy. They have DuckDuckGo as the search engine, and they also block third-party cookies by default. So they got the Chromium browser and they customize it for a little more privacy, which is nice. I like that, and then when I first started it started up fine, and then all I did so far was sudo apt install OBS Studio, and then that installed no problem. I guess the next thing we should check is if we can, let's see if they have a UFW status install. Let me see if they have a no, there's no UFW. So let's see if we can just do a sudo apt install. I'm going to do the graphical GUFW. See what it looks like on this distribution. And give you my super secret password. And it's there. And it's installing. So, yep. I mean, I like the look of it. I might obviously maybe do some of my own tweaks, but it has like this changing background as well, so you get a new background every few minutes, and they're all kind of like the same theme, little animals. Let's see if this works. I'm gonna do Control D and then see if, yeah, there's a firewall right there. So let's click on it. And I put my Password didn't work. Let me try again. That happens to me quite a bit when I'm on a Hyprland. So sometimes they don't have like certain dependencies to run the graphical firewall. So I'm not too sure what's missing. So what I'm gonna do here is delete sudo apt remove gufw. And by the way, this is a Debian SID that's running on this distribution. Debian SID is kind of like it's not your stable version of Debian, so it's like the testing one that has the later packages in it for them to test, and they make it available if you want to try it. So that's what they base this on. It's kind of like Arch, but just Debian, you know. So let's try sudo apt install ufw. Okay, so we're installed, and now I should just have to ufw status. Let's see if it's running. No, so let's do a sudo ufw start. Oh, it's enable. My bad. So sudo. Let's do. I don't think we need to do sudo. So it's ufw enable. And no, you do need sudo. So ufw enable. And now we have a firewall, so that's good. All right, so that's the firewall. That's clear. Let's see if I have a htop on here, just to see. No, so let's install htop. And it's installed. So let's go ahead and okay. So yep, everything looks normal in there. Okay, let's quit out of this. And what else do we need to check? I guess we got our main stuff for, when you first install, you get your firewall. So now I think what we can do is see if we can install something like Steam. Now you guys didn't get to see this because it was during the install script, but it did ask me if I wanted to install a gaming meta package. So that's probably the recommended way of installing Steam on Pika OS. It probably comes with other stuff, like Lutris and things like that. But I didn't want to do it that way because I'm just curious if you just wanted Steam by itself and not all the other stuff, if I can, do it. So let's see. Sudo apt install Steam. Let's see if we get. It seems to be in there. Yep. And it has a 386. So this looks like it'll work. So let's say yes. And then see if Steam gets installed. I don't know why we lost our top bar there. That's kind of strange. I hope that's not a bug. It's disappeared. See? Well, we'll see if it's a bug or not. And also, Steam says it's installed already, I think, which is kind of interesting. That was a little bit quicker than I would have expected. Let's see if it's in. Oh, I just hit the menu with Super D, but I didn't get the programs menu. So I'm not too sure what happened to our way bar up there and our programs menu. So how there is sometimes a reset keybind, but I'm not too sure what it is on Pika OS. So let me reboot and then I will be back. Okay, so we're back on the desktop, and I don't know what happened. Hopefully it didn't kill anything. I'm kind of worried it killed the recording as well that we were doing. So maybe we should try to check that. And also, did it install Steam? Because it kind of did it quickly. It's there. Let's click on it. Well, it looks like it installed it. It's updating like a normal Steam installation. So it did install Steam, even though we had that hiccup. And also, by the way, when I rebooted the computer, it mentioned something about there being a new Hyprland on GitHub. So I don't know if that's why it disappeared on us, but let's see how far we can get on this try. It's kind of, maybe you just need to like update the Hyprland version, you gotta probably build it from the GitHub page, but that's a little more than I wanted to do for this video. I kind of expected that this would, if there was any updates, it would pull them down itself for the Hyprland. But because I did do an update for the system when I first installed the operating system. And there you go. So Steam does work and is ready to go. All right, what else do we need to check? I'm curious about if our recording last time got a little screwed up when we lost the way bar on top. Now it's probably this one right here, so let's click on it, and it looks like we have MPV as a media player, which is, I'm beginning to like it, because it wasn't my favorite because it's so basic looking. But I think for Hyprland distros, it kind of makes sense, you know? So it's kind of growing on me. So let's kind of go toward the end. Our, way bar up there. And our programs menu. So, how there is sometimes, yeah. So it did record even though we lost the way bar. That does seem to have everything, because as you can see here, there's no way bar, but it was still recording, so we didn't lose anything, so that's good. So let me super Q and close that out, and then I'll super Q close the file manager. Let's try installing. What else can we install that's kind of important here? Or let's look in our program manager here. We got Kitty. I put HTOP. There are some settings. See, Steam. We got Vim. Oh, we got VLC. I don't need VLC, so maybe I'll get rid of that. And so I think we have most of the most important packages. Let me see if sudo. This is how you remove something in Debian base. Sudo app remove VLC, and then hopefully it doesn't. Oh, it's a codec, so we're not gonna remove it. It might need it for certain things, so let's leave it in there. But that's how you would remove something. And then I think we're gonna keep the MPV player for music and for video playback. Like I said, it's kind of been growing on me when I'm on Hyprland. So I mean, I guess I could try. Let's see. Sudo apt install SM player. I just want to see if SM player. I'm sure it probably will work, but I'm just curious. There it is. It is in the repos and it's installing. So let me go to our programs, SM player. Yeah, there it is. Let's see if it opens up. Yep, it opened up. And it seems to work. Let's try to open up that video with SM player just for testing. Yep. So as you can see, SM player works. If you guys want to use that, it is available and it does work. And let's see, is there anything else? Oh, is Caden live on here? That's another good question. Let's see if they have. I didn't see it, so I don't think it's on here. So let's install it. That's something that most people would probably install. Alright, so sudo apt install Kden Live, and there it is. Set connecting to a PPA. Interesting. Huh. So I wonder if that's like their own package that they have to set up for Pika OS, because PPA is not from the main repos, and it also looked bigger than the normal Kden Live install. I think it said something about like 2 gigs. So yeah, maybe this is like they had to do a custom version. Maybe it fixes that problem that I have with Kden Live when I try to open up a or import a file to the you know, and when I'm importing videos and pictures, like in the other Hyprland distributions, it was kind of like I had to do a workaround to get all those things into the media, to import media, so like into Kden Live. So I'm kind of curious now if this is gonna fix that. Interesting. Let's see what happens. Yeah, and well, so far Pika OS is working pretty well. Yeah, I mean, it did have the way bar go though. Not good. That's like I bet you that's gonna be probably the only thing that went wrong, but it is kind of a big bug. I wonder if it's just because of the new version that's available. Yeah, I don't know. Could be. And yeah, let's see if there's anything else that we can take a look at while this installs. There's like a double of everything right now. Okay. And it looks like it's finished with Kden Live. So let's open up the program manager, Kden Live. There it is. Oh, looks like I quit the wrong program. So let's try that again. Kden Live. And there was double Kden Lives again in there. Quit. Alright. So in my previous tries, I could, in Hyprland, I could use Kden Live, but when I wanted to import something, I could not. So I think it was under videos. So I wonder why. Let's do all files, pictures. Video files, let's try that. So this is kind of the problem. Let's put user files. All supported files. This is the same. There is a workaround. Let me cancel out of this. So the workaround that I've found for Hyprland, if you wanted to, it also looks like we're missing like icons here. I just realized. So it's not like, yeah, like up here. But the workaround I found was you opened up your file manager and then you would drag your file into the okay, so yeah, that's kind of like the workaround that I found. I'm gonna quit out of this, do not save. And yeah, that's like I gotta figure out how we can fix that on Hyprland. I'm sure there's gotta be a fix for it. I just haven't run into it yet. If you guys know the fix, maybe put it down in the comments, and I would really appreciate it, because it is like already like my third or fourth time running into that problem. And you know, and I know there's like that workaround. It works, but it's like an extra step or two, you know. So takes a little longer. So yeah, I think we're gonna leave it there. We do have Steam, so I will download a game, probably Hollow Knight, and we will do a test record on the next video. So I hope you guys learned something, and I will see you on the next one.